Okay, I feel like a really huge idiot because I recorded this once and then I had to delete it and then I recorded it again and then I realized I wasn't even recording. Oh my gosh, this is just it's just been because this video is like 15 minutes long, so it's been like I've already recorded for 30 minutes, but none of it has counted, so that's great. Jeez. Anyway, welcome to the second part of Create a World. I do not know how many parts this is gonna be. I'm still working on it. Today is October 24th, and I'm only just working on starting to like furnish more of the community lots. I haven't even gotten to the houses yet, but that's basically where I am now. Um, and yeah, so here this part is mainly just gonna be more boring stuff like sculpting the terrain and stuff. So not the most interesting. And yeah, I hopefully I don't mention things twice. I can't remember what I've talked about already. In this official narration, just because I've already narrated it twice, so it's hard for me to remember like what I said and when I said it. So hopefully if I start talking about something, it's not something I've already mentioned. Yeah, so I'm really picky about worlds. This area right here is just gonna be like the city world, or the community lots part. Okay, well, we're already here. Okay, so this world has like the main street, which is that right street that goes up and down. You can kind of see it. Yeah, that one right here on the right. That's the main street. It's called Bombay Bend because all the roads in this town are named after cat breeds. And so I decided that so there's like off of Bombay Bend, there's like just a few roads, and then there's like a city part or a community part. I call it a city part, but I think you know what I mean, like the community part. Oh gosh, my throat hurts from talking. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Okay, what was I even talking about? Anyway, so this road has like three peninsulas coming off, so they're kind of all on the left of Bombay Bend. And they're all just kind of on this, I think it's the south side. I don't know. I don't think direction really matters. Because I actually picture my world differently than what the coordinate of the northwest south stuff says it is. Like apparently the left of Bombay Bend is like the south, I think. But I see it as the west, so I don't, it's kind of frustrating. You can't really change that, I don't think, so. Yeah, I decided I wanted two of the three peninsulas to be raised up a little bit, just to add a little more dimension. I think it's kind of annoying, though, when you smooth the stupid roads that go up the hills. They just are not smooth. And, like, I know you can do things to make them smooth, but then it just ruins something else, and so I just, yeah, this world is gonna have bumpy roads, so I'm sorry. And honestly, it's not that bad unless you're like taking pictures. It looks a little weird, but hopefully once I put trees in, it'll just cover it up. You don't have to look at it. And that one side is pretty dangerous, but I had guardrails later, so that'll help a little bit. That would be really weird if like Sims could get into car crashes. Oh, that would be terrible. Death by car. Yeah. So this is a beach. A residential area actually ends up going here, but I added a hill at first, and then I actually ended up removing it because I didn't like the way the road looked when it went over it. And I realized I could have just put a road like next to it, and then, or going up next to it, and then a sidewalk over it, but I don't know, I didn't think about that. And I wanted more space for the community lots, which I want to be flat, because flat lots are more compatible with each other. Like, it's really difficult to find, like a beach lot or something that actually fits with the beach that you're talking about, unless the person who made it is like using the exact same lot that you are using, which obviously no one is using any of these lots because it's my world and I've never shared it, and so that's why I want most of the lots in this world to be flat, because it'll just make it a lot easier when I'm downloading other people's houses, which I've already done, but I just haven't furnished any of them. It'll just be a lot easier, like, more compatible and stuff. So here is the main city area. I wanted to connect it to the main road, but then I ended up not connecting it. Like, see, you can kind of see I connected it, but I ended up not connecting it to give it a little more separation, because I didn't want it to be so spread out looking. And it actually, the city part, the community lot part, city part, whatever, you know what I mean, ends up being part of, originally I wanted it to be all community lots, but that's only because I didn't really research like how many community lots that I needed, and like how big the area actually was. And so actually half of it ends up being a residential area, which is kind of nice because like you'd want some houses next to the city community lot area. And yeah, my terrain forming is hideous, but I'm hoping the trees will cover it up. And it's kind of annoying because see here, you can see I'm like smoothing out where the hill reaches the flatland. But sometimes it like dips in and it just doesn't look good. And it's hard to see in Creative World, unless you're in game. And I find that kind of annoying. Yeah, so here I am. I still didn't know what the roads were gonna look like. I was just kind of trial and error at this point. This whole world is trial and error. I really just did not know what I was doing when I first started this. And yeah, I'm using these worlds right now. The lots that I'm placing are not permanent. They're just there as placeholders so that I know the exact width of each road and stuff. Because I want them to be the same. And then, yeah, I took out a lot. Like, there is a lot of photos that you guys just are not seeing because it was just so tedious and, like, ended up not even mattering. Is that even the way you say it? I don't know. It just didn't matter. Like, yeah. So here I am disconnecting the roads from the community area, from the main road, just because I think it looks better not separated. To give it a more realistic look. Yeah, and then here I'm placing community lots to make sure the width is right. I hate that you can't place lots next to each other. Like, you have to leave a space. And I think that's kind of annoying. Yeah, there's like a lot of beaches in this world too. Basically, it's all mountain. The edges of the island are all mountainous, or they are beaches. It's kind of annoying, like, because you'd want, like, some cliffs, I know, like, I don't know. And, like, I'm making the cliffs unroutable, but you could just pretend that you can go there. I don't know. Just pretend that you can go there. Or pretend that your Sims can, like, look over the cliffs, so then they can get, like, a cool coastal, not beach view. Coastal wasn't the right word. Nice, like, cliff ocean view. As opposed to, like, just beaches, because I know that's not realistic. Yeah, and with my roads, you can see, like, I haven't connected them yet. That's just because, like, once you connect them and then you edit, like, a curved piece, it moves the straight pieces, too. And so then, by doing that, I can, like, I can make sure I know what my road is gonna look like so I don't need to make any adjustments once they're connected, because then that'll just mess it up. Because I want my roads to be straight, just so that when I'm placing lots, there's no problems with them clipping into the road or not being able to be straight, because I'm very exact and stuff in the way I do things. I want everything to follow the grid, and it's just, that's, like, some of the choices that I've made for this world are a little odd, but it's only because I'm, like, obsessed with having everything follow the grid. And unfortunately, one of the roads ends up being not to the grid. I'm not quite sure why that happened. It could have been because I was changing the grid orientation like 45 degrees, but I'm not quite sure what happened. And it's okay though, because I don't end up putting up lots there. It's just gonna be like a wooded area, so it's all right. So here I am jumping into edit in game mode just so I can see the smoothness, because it's easier to see in game. And so I can place some rabbit holes. Before I started making my world, I researched like different rabbit holes and what sizes they were. I used only rabbit holes from the expansion packs because I want this world to be custom content and store content free. So I only use those, and obviously these rabbit holes don't stay here. I just wanted them to, it just helps me visualize, I guess. But they don't really stay there. And I didn't show all of them. Like, you'll see that I placed a hospital or something, but I didn't record myself placing a hospital. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. yeah, I'm placing like a lot of sidewalks too because I want this world to be very accessible. And at this point, I didn't really know like how much spacing away from sidewalks I wanted and stuff, but later I figure that out. I don't know why I'm so tired. I woke up at like 10:30. I should not be tired. Yeah, none of these lots stay, so I don't even know why I even included them. I don't know why I included this footage in this video. Because none of them stay, so it doesn't even matter. But I guess it's good to see, like, the progress that I made, even though I did cut a lot of stuff out. And yeah, this is going to be the residential area I was talking about with that beach that has the hill on it. And I end up smoothing the hill because of the road problem. But it just adds, like, a nice extra piece, because this is before I knew that I was going to add a residential area to the community lot area. But it just kind of makes like different neighborhoods. So that's gonna be like one neighborhood, the community lot residential area can be a neighborhood, and then the community lot area can be a neighborhood, and then like the peninsulas can each be their own neighborhood or something. I just think that's a cool idea. Yeah, it's just a lot of tedious work. I hate this terrain smoothing stuff in this. It just ruins everything. Like, I want my lots to be flat, and then so I have to make sure the terrain is perfectly flat, but half the time it's, like, not. Especially if you smooth something, it kind of affects the land around it, so then it's really easy to just mess up everything. And I'm, like, super picky when it comes to all this stuff, so it's even more frustrating, because, like, every little change changes something that bothers me, and so I have to fix it. I can't help it. I want this world to be perfect. Like, for me, I want it to be perfect. Especially since I made a world before this that was not perfect. It was nowhere near perfect. Like, I didn't pay attention to lot, like, stretching or whatever that tearing stuff is called. Whatever it's called when you, like, place a lot and then you change the terrain around it and don't fix it. I didn't do any of that. I didn't do, like, any routing, or any good routing, probably. And then I had, like, spawners all over the place. And the terrain editing was just terrible. Not that the terrain editing for this world is gonna be that great, but it was just not that good. Let's see, let me scroll down so I can see what we're doing. Oh, okay. So we're pretty close to being almost done. The rest of the video is mainly just me adding more, like, to the cliffs and stuff. Adding more dimension to them and more bumps and stuff. It looks so bad. Like, honestly, I don't know, it just looks really bad. I'm really, really, really praying that the shedding trees will just help cover all that disgusting looking stuff. It's sad. Yeah, I'm adding more islands too. I actually get rid of a lot of the islands because it's just such a pain to, like, paint all of them. And there's so many cliffs and there's so much painting takes like 20 minutes to do like one layer of paint because there's just so many islands. Probably more than 20 minutes too. Yeah, I cut out like 5 minutes of this terrain sculpting stuff. Like, there's really no point in including it. If you want to see it, I guess, no. There's no point in including that. So actually, yeah, I skipped ahead. Here we go. So this is like the end of me doing the terrain stuff. Yeah, and it just looks so bad right now, but it looks better later. Trust me. Not that much better, but better. And then after this, I decided to flatten it so that it doesn't look so hilly. Although, because I don't know what is more realistic, flat or hilly. Like, I think they're both pretty realistic, but I thought flat looked better. Or, like, it's kind of semi-flat, semi-hilly, I guess. I just think that looks a lot better. I don't even know, because I think hills look good too, but I think this looks a little better. Honestly, I don't know, but at the moment, it's flat, and I don't want to change that, because it's just such a pain. Yeah, I applaud anyone who can do, like, mountainous city worlds and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the video is almost done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to narrate the next part after this, actually. Hopefully I can get it done in less than 3 tries like I did with this one. So that was unfortunate. So guys, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!